Welcome everyone to Tucker's Brick Studio. Today I'm going to show you Andrea's theater school and how I modified it to the Muppet Theater. As you can see, the piece count is 1,154 pieces, with the Lego set being 14714, Andrea's Theater School, but I did modify it to the Muppets. So now why don't we get on to the video now, shall we? As you can see out front, I have these Muppet posters that are actually stickers that I found on eBay, and I think they work pretty nicely. And I found these rubber, I don't know what exactly these things are called, but they're rubber and like they have little holes on the bottom and top, and then I just used the little lever pieces and then I just stuck them in those. So now, as you can see, instead of Assembly Theater, which was the original name of it, now I have the Muppet Theater. And why don't I give you a closer look so you can see up close. As you can see on the bottom, right beside Kermit, I have the 2011 Muppets movie. With following that has the Muppets Christmas Carol. And then right beside that, right above the thing that shows like what's now playing, I have the Muppet Show. And then on top, I have those little rubber toppers with the Muppet Theater.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so now that I have all the instruments in, now let's look at all the instruments. So first, I have Rolf's piano, which I actually created and built. And I'll give you a closer look in a second after I show you animals. And I also built animals' drums, which I think they turned out pretty good. They are a little bit big, but I think they do the job. So now I'll give you a closer look at what they look like. So there's all the instruments up close. We have Rolf's piano, Janice and her guitar, and then we have Animal and the drums. And then on the balcony we have Statler and Waldorf. Okay, so now that I've showed you everything in the theater, now let's move on to the stage. So, now that I open up the curtains, we see Fozzie doing a few skits. There's no telling what he's doing. Telling horrible jokes, and Statler and Waldorf are tired of it. And yeah, and the coolest thing is that you could take Fozzie and put him on this little thing right here, and then you just pull this thing from the back, which I'll show you later, and then and it takes him backstage. Now, this is pretty cool and pretty funny. So now why don't I get you a closer look of the mechanisms. Okay, now I'll show you how they work. So these little red dials right here, you just twist those and those should open up the curtains. And then to open the trap door to take it backstage, all you have to do is just pull this thing and it takes it backstage. And then you just pull this back up. And that's how it works. Okay, now that I've showed you everything inside and outside the theater, now let's look backstage of the theater. So first, we have Miss Piggy and her little dress and her little makeup room here. This actually came with the set, but it's perfect for her. You can just already tell. Then right here, I have Swedish Chef in this little storage place down here. It has this little chest and I put, instead of all the accessories that actually came, I put Gonzo's horn. If you didn't know, every single episode of the Muppet Show, at the end of the intro, Gonzo would do like something crazy with his little trumpet. But it didn't come with a trumpet, but it came with this little red horn. So it works good. And then we have the Wixer for Swedish Chef with the little control dial, whatever this thing is supposed to be, the walkie-talkie that came with Beaker. And I really like the print for it. like it's a really nice print. There's the print up close. And then it came with, and then I just put an extra microphone in here with this pink umbrella, which I thought really works good for Piggy. So yeah. And then I have the little musical sheet for the piano that came with Rolf. And this thing has a bunch of detail on it. I don't know if you can see it, but that thing has a bunch of detail. Bunch of detail. Super proud of Lego for doing that. And then we got a little place down here for the janitor with a little trash can with the little sweep. And then down here is the actual backstage part from the actual Muppet Show. Now I tried my best to try to make it actually like recognizable. So I have Kermit's desk right there with his little teacup, and then all this stuff like the microphone and the and then we got the little thing that came with yeah. And then we got the little thing that came with Waldorf. It's a little Z's sign. Because in the actual Muppet Show, they did use these little score signs, and one of them was actually Z's. So, good references, Lego. And then we have this little MacBook that came with Statler, which actually has Scooter on it. Now, I don't know if this is a nod to that means we're getting the series 2 of Muppet Lego figures, but I don't know. But if you didn't know, in the early 2000s, when they were just now bringing the Muppets back, like 2011 and stuff, they used to have this little show with just like songs from the Muppets, and Statler and Waldorf would use this little keyboard. I'll probably show you a clip of it in a minute. Like, yeah, I'll show you a little clip of it. And then we got a little restroom right here. We've got a little space down here with some more storage. And I put the banjo for Kermit with the little banana back here. I don't know if you can see it, but I put the banana back there with the tomato that came with Swedish Chef. That's it, close. And up here with Gonzo and Camilla, I got this little potion thingy for Dr. Bunsen Haydo, and then I modified and I made like a little stand for Miss Piggy's magazine or poster, whatever it is. And then the set came with these two backgrounds that you can actually put on the stage. And this one reminds me a lot of the 1979 Muppet movie, because like it just looks like it. And then this one, the Night Sky one, it just kind of feels like Miss Piggy. Just feels Miss Piggy. Like pop star Piggy, you get the idea. And yeah, that was really all for backstage. So now that we're done with the theater and all the instruments and stuff, now let's move on to the figures. So, starting off with Kermit, phenomenal job. If you don't see on my actual logo on my YouTube channel, it's actually the Kermit made figure drinking the tea like the meme. And Piggy, I'm actually surprised that they would use the original hairstyle with paint, because usually you never see that anymore. And then Bunsen, really good. He uses that method all the time. Janice, I'm actually really surprised they put Janice in here because she's not one of the major characters in the Muppets, but still a good choice. Animal, I do like the idea with the Harry Potter ones for the drumsticks. Very clever idea. And then we have Rolf, pretty simple, and I like his head mold too. Now, Statler and Waldorf, Their outfits are okay, but the head molds are what makes them special. I like that Statler has the double chin like he does in the show, and then Waldorf has, he looks very tired like he does in the show. And then Beaker, phenomenal job. I love the head mold. I love how they made that like fine cut for like his mouth, so like he can go like me 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 and stuff like that. And then we have Fozzie, very simple, and I like the head mold. And then finally Gonzo. Gonzo is just a good one because his head mold is great. His outfit. How about I just get you a close up of just Gonzo? Okay, so here's Gonzo. The nose is really well made, and I love how they use Camilla, like her blue eyelash, like she actually does have in the actual movies and stuff. And his jalapeno shirt, I bet that will be used, like, that'd be a really great shirt for, like, sitcom, and the pants, too. It's a really good mold, and they even got arm printing and leg printing, which is, like, very rare for Lego, which is really nice. And the nose is really hard to make because, like, it's so oddly made, like, in the show. So, yeah. Like, they even got the green, like, they even got that little green over his, like, eyelid, which is, like, super good. Okay, so now that was my review on Andrea's theater school that I modified into the Muppets. And I think I did roughly a phenomenal job. I like how I used the stickers and the little rubber, I don't know what these things are called, but these little rubber things for the side. It just, everything is a phenomenal job. Even how I customized backstage, like, for the storage. So, I think that you should determine my next set for next week. So, what set do you want me to do next? I want you to comment in the comments which set I should do next, and I will do it. I promise. Okay, so now I want to make sure to tell you to subscribe, comment, and like this video. And make sure to share it to your friends too. Like, you never know. Like, maybe your friend likes Lego too and you don't know. So, I hope you have a good day, and I will see you in the next video.